We have another image sent in to edit, and this one's from Photos Shay. So as always, you can go give her a follow in the description, and as we come down and look at her feed, we can see there's a real fade. So we're going to be trying to recreate this exact edit of this image here. And yeah, if you really like her style, you can come up here and she offers you guys her presets. So as you can see, if you like her style, you can come check out these. So let's get into Lightroom and see what we can do. As you can see, here's our unedited image and our final looking image. So first thing I'm going to do is bring up the warmth by a few hundred to about there. So just a slight warmth to the image. I'm just going to bring up the contrast, make these blacks blacker and the whites brighter. Highlights, bring them up a bit. We will bring up these shadows. Actually, we'll stop there and come down and enable profile corrections. It's going to brighten up a lot. So we need to drop our blacks to make sure we keep some contrast. And whites, I might bring up a bit. Clarity down a tad. Leave saturation for now. So I'm going to come down. I think there's a bit of a vignette, so I'm going to come do that now. Going to drop it down to about 20. It's looking a little harsh. I'm going to drop the midpoint right in, round it out, and then really feather it out. And now I'm going to come back up and I'm going to work on our tone curve to try to give it a fade. Okay, so that's our fade done. I'm going to come down, try some split toning. I'm going to cool off the shadows quite a bit. As you can see, there's a bluey green in there, and then on our side there's a lot of red and warm tones in those shadows. So I think that looks closer. Might just add some warm tones in there as well to the highlights. Right, now okay, so we're going to do some HSL now. I'll start by desaturating most things. I sometimes do the hue first, sometimes I just throw down the saturation to get somewhere close because it just helps pick the colors. So you can see, just trying to get it close-ish. Then that should help me a little bit picking the hue. Because if things are really saturated, it can make it difficult to work with colors. The aqua is only really affecting the sky. It's quite saturated up there. Put it up. So the blues. Just not much magenta. Purple. Stay there. So now with the hue, I'm going to change the actual color to how we want. So I'm going to shift the reds towards the oranges. As you can see what that's doing. Our oranges look about right. A little bit more yellow. I think our yellows a little that way. Then otherwise I think our blues match up pretty well. Yeah, I think we've matched up our blues pretty well. So onto luminance. So as you can see, our skin tone looks like it might need some more saturation, but what I will do is actually just bring down the luminance, and sometimes looks like you're also putting in more saturation this way. Bring it down in the reds. Yellows I'm going to bring up, it gives the image a real shine. Greens, they're way back there. I think they look fine at 0. So our sky, leave it down. Our blues look a little deeper. Purples, mainly affecting the pants. Take them down, get a little deeper. I'm going to bring up sharpening. Not too much. Here you can see it was taken on 50mm 1.4. Now I'm just going to add some grain. So you can tell there's quite a bit of grain used in this if you look into the highlights. And sometimes even down in the shadows you can really notice it. So quite a bit of grain. Go with about that. Now I think it's a little bigger. And I think it's a little rougher. And I think we're looking pretty good. So let's look at our before, after. So there's probably some small differences, but I think you guys get the point. Nice fade and nice skin tones. Sweet. So you guys can go give her a follow in the description and go check out my presets or her presets. And yeah, thanks for watching guys. I will catch you in the next one.